Using maths and science to solve real-world problems is called engineering. The word engineer itself is derived from a Latin word ingenium, that means cleverness, sort of a genius, having capability of problem solving. Most students joining college engineering degrees don't have the right idea of what engineering is all about. But relax, I got you. A school student might think science and engineering are all the same, but actually these are two very different things. Now let's try to understand this with a thought experiment. Let's say you come across a weird mysterious object. Now, what is your initial thought? If you're thinking about taking a picture and posting it on social media, then you should just go and become an influencer. But if you're thinking about what it is and how does it work, then there's a scientist in you. Now, if you're even more curious and want to know what this thing is made of, then you should become a chemist. If you're more interested in how this thing works, then you should go and become a physicist. Or if your curiosity lies in how this thing is alive, then you should go and become a biologist. But if you're thinking what can I do with it, or if it's even useful for anything or anyone, then you're thinking like an engineer. Engineering is not about discovering new theories. It's about using the existing ones to solve real-world problems. Now it depends on you what kind of problems you want to solve. If you're more interested in problems in construction and building bridges and stuff, then you should check out civil engineering. However, it's not only about building stuff. Also be ready to study soil analysis and deal with government compliances. Now, if dealing with machines and mechanical parts is more your speed, then you should try mechanical engineering. But you should also be ready to learn simulation softwares like AutoCAD. If you're more interested in electrical circuits and electronics, then you should check out electrical engineering. But be ready to deal with very advanced and complex maths. Now, if you're interested in scaling up the lab scale reactions to industrial scale, then you should be a chemical engineer. Most students take chemical engineering because they are good at chemistry. However, chemical engineering relies heavily on physics and maths. Chemical is just there for namesake. If you think you can code and make softwares to make people's lives easier, then you should do computer science engineering and become a software engineer. But this is a very rapidly progressing field and you need to be up to date with the current knowledge. And with the advent of AI, the prospects of software engineers are not what they used to be. The real magic of engineering happens when engineers from different fields work together on a single project. Take robotics for example. The mechanical engineer devises the frame, the skeleton of the robot. Electrical engineer devises the circuitry, electronics and the sensors in the robot and brings it to life. Then the software engineer programs its chips and gives it a brain. And in the end they just all cross fingers and hope they have not built a Terminator. From building towering skyscrapers to green revolution, we have engineered our way out of a lot of problems. Now look around you. Television, washing machine, refrigerator, car in which you get stuck in traffic. These all are made by engineers. However, there are some problems that are theoretically possible to solve according to science, but we have not been able to engineer our way to solve them. Some examples are nuclear fusion for energy, prevention of rust at atomic scale, and data hacking. Now, if you are interested in solving such problems in future, then you should definitely consider becoming an engineer. And I'll leave you with this. Bye.